Welcome to Atlanta Tarot. This is the tarot forecast for Cancer for the month of May, including late April 2023. So Cancer, we are in the zodiac sign of Taurus, the element being earth, so hopefully everything's quite earth this month. You are in your 11th house, which is the house of the group. It's a house of the team. It's all about being a team player and a group player. Working in these confines is always very interesting, and so that is what you will be doing for the next, considering actually, maybe not doing but considering, and it will come up that this is quite important for all of us to learn to work within the framework of a group, a team, other people. The energy is the Queen of Wands, and she is perfect for the group and the team because she's like the team leader. She's active, she's very direct, she talks about what needs to be talked about while other people wouldn't want to address the issue. She gets things moving. She is action personified. You mightn't like her very much, but she actually gets results. So that's the energy coming through for this month. To get the things done within the group and within the team, whatever that may be for you individually, but she's very positive to get action and get results. Where you are right now, Cancer, is, and we have the Eight of Wands, so things going along very smoothly this month, no obstacles. Another fire sign card, just things going really well. Could be relationship issues or someone, you could meet somebody, very free flowing, fabulous travel energy. Travel's also coming through, so you might be traveling and you may be with a group of people. Often people are, or you could meet a group of people on holiday, and so all those sort of considerations come in, don't they, with the group. So a beautiful card to start with. Let's see what's influenced this card to come through and the rest of the reading. And we have the Six of Wands, once again another fire card, another action card, things going really well, just sailing along perfectly really. Another action card, moving, traveling perhaps, but yeah, really enjoying the time, enjoying, synchronizing in with the group. Fantastic, not an issue at all with the Six of Wands. And coming home from that trip or whatever it is that you're doing will be very beneficial for you as well, Cancer. So that's a nice start to the 4-week period. Let's have a look at what was happening back over there in March, April, in the time of Aries. And we had the King of Coins. So very much the mentor card. This guy here, he could be a father figure, a mentor figure, a man of very few words, but he has a lot of experience and wisdom behind him. He's somebody that we would go to for advice because we'd get it with not too much waffle. We'd just tell you concisely what needs to be done. A really nice energy to have there. Could be your partner, your father, anybody like that. Also a boss or somebody that you really respect. You respect their wisdom. So that's sitting up there, Cancer, and that's always a nice card to have, especially in a group setting too. There's always somebody that's, there's the mouthpiece, and then there's the quiet one that sits there, and once we ask that one, we usually get a very brief, concise story of what should be done or where we should go, that kind of thing. He's very important to the group. Recent influences, and we have the Ten of Coins, so stability reigns supreme this month. Very earthed once again. We have inheritance that's coming through, money being sort of available, no money worries really to speak of here. So it's just a very nice grounded card. It could be coming to the end of a cycle of finances where things went up and down, but now it's sort of come to its conclusion with the 10 there of coins. Very much a Virgo card, so a very stable, dependable card to have. in terms of your finances and things like that. The lesson you'll be learning, the devil. So the devil is very much the sign of Capricorn, which is also an earth sign, but it's about sort of being a bit stuck sometimes. I guess there's always one member of the group that can be a bit sort of digging their heels in and sort of, or just a very stuck sort of person that doesn't want to budge, wants to do things their way. It's also a card that comes in and sort of says, have a look at, what you're doing. Are you doing anything to excess? Is the group doing anything to excess? That needs to be looked at. Any kind of excesses or, what's that word? Habits that we have that aren't really very good once they sort of take hold, like drinking, smoking, gambling, even working too much can be a bit of a bad habit sometimes, a bit of an addiction. It's all about addictions and sort of doing something too much, so it's not balanced. And so that is the lesson to be learned. Keep everything balanced. Don't be going all out on one thing and focusing on one thing. You've got to sort of bring it back to the group. Near future. And we have divine time coming in the first, second week of May. Absolutely the right time to do things, to move forward. Sometimes we try out projects or we try to start things and the timing's not right, so it just falls through. This is definitely a card to have on your side if you want, timing to be utmost. That is the card. So that's coming through. It's also another travel card. Very philosophical card too. It's the card for the Sagittarian people. So it's about sort of really looking out there and sort of listening to everybody and sort of getting that timing exactly right. It's very interesting that those two major cards are there. One's sort of, getting a bit addictive and stuck, and the other one's really free-flowing and philosophical in terms of really looking at things in a different way rather than the same old way with the devil. What's happening you're not realising? Yeah, and having a bit of time for rest as well, and sitting back and just listening, being a spectator, not a participator at times, just being a quiet observer. That is also important sometimes within the group, just to see how the dynamics go. Very interesting. Also about anything else that may be going on with your life this month, Cancer. Just always remember to take a back seat sometimes and just watch the dynamics of whatever particular group or team theme you're into this 4 weeks. How others see you. Yeah, standing up for yourself, saying your piece, being vocal about what needs to be vocal, not shying away from speaking your truth in the group. You're quite valued there, so you need to sort of get in there with the competition and say what you think, or else it just doesn't pay to sit there and say nothing. You can observe and then speak, which is probably the best way to be. But yeah, people do see you as a person that will call it for what it is. Or maybe if you're not, it's time to start doing that. What you're feeling positive about, and the Queen of Coins, so very much home, happy hearth maker, very, very grounded this month, getting things done, just sitting there and just providing, being that sort of nurturing person of the group as well. Let the others fight it out, or the king and queen be, but be the one also that can be that nurturing person that sort of brings it all together and just sort of calms everybody down. Very nice card as well. And being a Cancer, that would be more your vibe than one of those people that knows everything. And there's always one in a group, isn't there? The outcome. And we have the Hermit drawing to the end of what will be week 3. So we're crossing into Gemini. We have just sitting back there and observing once again, just seeing how everything lands. not too controversial, not saying too much, just being extremely wise and going, okay, this is where we've got to. We've covered a lot of ground, it's great, whatever, but now just sit back and just see what happens after this, which is the Hermit. So once again, a Virgo card, so very much a slow-moving energy. So don't expect things to just magically click into place. Just know that it's going to take time, whatever it is that you want as an outcome. But it will be good, but it will be slower moving. Your message is forgiveness. Holding on to anger is like grasping a hot coal with the intent of throwing it at someone else. You are the one who gets burned. By practicing forgiveness, you can find new meaning to life's worst events. As love and compassion combine in the sacred space of the heart, they are released as a powerful energy and everything changes. All possibilities again become open to you. Lovely way to finish. Practice forgiveness too within the group. Sometimes we have to because it can be volatile. Have a lovely month and thank you so much for listening, Cancer.